Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Hello, everybody, and good Saturday evening to you. I hope you had a great, finally dry Saturday across the area. Yes, we stayed dry the entire day today, and that is the first time since March 22nd that we saw a completely dry Saturday. Unbelievable to think about, but at least a trace of rainfall for I think it's been about 12 weeks straight. Besides, unfortunately, and thankfully, I should say today, that streak did come to an end. But we do have a lot of things to talk about. We have some showers and thunderstorms in the way as we head into tomorrow morning. Don't be surprised if you wake up to a crack of thunder tomorrow, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then the heat is going to build, and the heat is going to start building as soon as tomorrow afternoon. The sunshine is going to return, and we are talking some very hot temperatures across the area, also due to the fact that we are going to be dealing with a good amount of humidity as well. So let's get into it and let's talk about it. Let's first talk about the beautiful day we had today. We had the sunshine out there. We had some clouds roll in during the afternoon, just some high clouds in some spots, but overall, it was a fantastic day across the area. And then we are looking at, again, just mainly cloudy skies now as we are starting to see some of these clouds build ahead of these showers and storms that are going to move on in. Satellite radar shows that we are dry across the area. We're going to stay dry through, I would say, at least 3, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. But then once we get to about 4 o'clock in the morning, if you're up towards Rangeley, if you're in Jackman, northern Oxford County, up through areas, through the western Maine mountains, that's where you're going to start to see the chance for some showers, some thunderstorms as well. So let's zoom out a little bit. And there is our little batch of showers and thunderstorms. This little cluster is eventually going to move on in as we head into really the overnight and into tomorrow morning. So it's just going to move right down like that as we head through the 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. time frame tomorrow morning. We are going to see some showers, some thunderstorms. Some of these could be on the stronger side, but with this type of setup, these type of storms in particular, you get a lot of thunderstorms. You're used to them during the afternoon on hot, humid days. This isn't going to be one of those types of scenarios because, of course, we're talking about what we call nocturnal thunderstorms, where they happen practically overnight and into the morning hours. They're not fueled by the heat, the humidity, the instability that is caused sometimes due to just, the heat and humidity in a specific area. This is a different type of setup. So with this, as it moves on in, our biggest threat with these types of scenarios is damaging wind gusts. I do think we are going to see some damaging wind gusts in spots as we head into tomorrow morning. It could cause some power outages in some spots, but of course, that would just generally be scattered due to where these storms pass through. But they are going to move through as we head through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. We are talking about the 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. time frame. Temperatures throughout the region right now, actually pretty consistent no matter where you are. We are in the 60s unless you're up towards Rangeley. That's where we are, 59 degrees right now. 67 over towards Wiscasset, 60, anywhere between about 65 to 68 does it for just about everybody. 62 degrees, though, over towards Skowhegan. Now, the forecast for the nighttime tonight, yes, we are going to see these clouds continue to increase. We will see the chance for some showers and storms late. If you are, maybe somebody who likes to step outside during the evening over the next hour or two, you're fine. It's going to stay dry the next couple hours. It's really the overnight into tomorrow morning. 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the time frame. Does not mean it's going to be raining or thunderstorming in your area the entire time from 4 to 10 o'clock, of course. It's just really, that's just our window that we have the opportunity to see some of these showers and storms. And that would be, again, overnight into tomorrow morning. Then here we go for the daytime tomorrow. We are looking at those showers and thunderstorms during the morning hours. They become more isolated after about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And then the sunshine is going to return, but the humidity is going to return. The heat is going to return as well. And we are talking temperatures near 90 degrees almost no matter where you are. If you're over towards the mid-coast, you may be a little bit cooler. But even areas like Portland, you are talking temperatures that are going to top out in the 90s, at least the upper 80s to low 90s as we head into the daytime tomorrow. So it is going to be another hot one. Let's talk about these storms, though. Here's 4 o'clock in the morning, and there is that band of showers and thunderstorms moving on through. It is going to pretty quickly pass through the state. You notice how at 4 o'clock in the morning, at least according to this computer model, it's north of the border. I mean, it's really mostly up towards the Canada area. It's not even in Maine at all. And then we fast forward this 2 hours, and these storms have already moved into potentially Augusta, Lewiston. So these are going to be a very quick moving storm that is going to pass through the area. So you may get some thunder and lightning in some spots, but it's going to be quick. And that is good news because it's going to hold the flash flooding potential down. I think these are just very quick moving storms that, you may see some, thunder and lightning to start. And then all of a sudden it just kind of rains for a little bit here and there for a couple hours. And this moves on through. But this is 6 o'clock in the morning, a very quick moving event that is going to, again, hold down the flash flooding potential because any thunderstorm is going to have a good amount of rain with it, but it's just not going to be a slow mover where it's pouring rain in a specific area for a half hour or an hour straight where we could see the flash flooding potential. I think that's going to be on the lower side for tomorrow. It's the damaging wind gust threat that is the biggest threat. Now I say 4 to 10 a.m., maybe a little bit generous. I think this computer model gets these showers and storms out maybe a little bit too early. I think at 9 o'clock in the morning, they're still pretty close to the coast, but they are moving down to the south. So if you're, over towards areas like Freiburg and you're in Oxford County at 9 o'clock, these storms are probably already gone. They're moved on and the sunshine is coming out, and then the sun is going to come out, and that is going to create some heat as we head into the daytime tomorrow. We are talking some very I would say hot temperatures for the daytime tomorrow, very warm to hot temperatures for the day tomorrow, but that's not even the hottest day of the next couple. I'll talk about that in a little more in just a second. But here is your thunderstorm threat for the daytime tomorrow. Wind is the primary threat with this. Yes, we could see some small hail at times in some spots, but doesn't look like to be too big of a deal. Rain, we are going to see, of course, some downpours because we're going to see some thunderstorms, and just about any type of thunderstorm has a good downpour with it. But we are going to stay on the lower threat in terms of flash flooding potential because this is going to be a very quick moving event, a very quick moving storm that will pass through your area. May rain for a little bit after that, but then it moves on through. The sun comes out. And yes, a heat advisory is in effect for York County for the daytime tomorrow. That doesn't mean that areas like Portland or areas like Lewiston up through Freiburg, that does not mean these areas aren't going to be very warm. Everybody's going to be on the hotter side for the day on Sunday. It's during the afternoon after the sun comes out that you'll notice the temperatures go up, and they go up pretty quickly. So high temperatures tomorrow are going to top out in the upper 80s to low 90s. That, yes, even includes down towards the coastline, areas like Portland, York, over through the Sanford area, Freiburg, right around that 90-degree mark, but it's going to be humid as well. So we are also talking higher feels-like temperatures as we head into the afternoon. Once you get over towards Rockland, and especially through the down east area, that's where it will be a little bit cooler for the daytime tomorrow. So I'll do due to an area of high pressure that's down 2 hours south, and this area of high pressure is going to move in, and it is going to bring us a really hot, steamy, sticky couple days as we head through Monday, Tuesday as well. I think the coastline is saved on Monday temperature-wise because of a little bit of a sea breeze. But we have an extreme heat watch. Yes, an extreme heat watch up for areas inland for the day on Tuesday. I could see this being a situation where we have the extreme heat watch turning into an extreme heat warning. And you don't get that too often here in Maine. So it is certainly going to be very, very hot for the day on Tuesday. Monday, if you are inland, is also going to be hot as well. So let's talk numbers and specifics. And you can see the coastline is kind of saved on Monday. Not too bad. Tomorrow's going to be hot, more of a southwesterly flow. And then as we head into the day on Monday, yeah, temperatures are going to cool off. A bit of a sea breeze is going to really create temperatures only in the upper 70s to low 80s if you're down towards the beaches. It might be a very, very nice day to head to the beach on Monday because we are going to stay on the drier side as well. But then look at that. That is the coastline temperature on Tuesday. As we head inland, yeah, temperatures are going to be at least that hot. There are going to be some spots that hit the triple digits on Tuesday, excuse me. There are going to be some areas inland. Of course, we don't know exactly which towns, but there are going to be towns that get the actual air temperature at 100 degrees for the day on Tuesday. And no, that does not occur very often here in Maine. The record high temperature is, I should say, on Tuesday is 93 degrees. I think we certainly will beat that on Tuesday for Portland in particular. But we're going to see records broken all over the place. Now, the dew points, they are going to be on the higher side as well. And you notice, unfortunately, not only are we going to see our hottest day temperature-wise on Tuesday, we are talking dew points that are going to be way, way up there into the lower 70s on Tuesday. So Tuesday is going to be one of those days where if you are working outside, you need to take breaks. You need to bring plenty of water, bring those hydration packets, find shade, do what you got to do. We know the drill. Just be very careful on Tuesday. Going to be a great day to, turn that air conditioner on right away. I've already have planned on doing that myself. Even if it doesn't feel too warm in there on Tuesday morning, 7-8 o'clock in the morning, just turn it on, get the air conditioner cranking for the day on Tuesday. It's going to be a hot one. Now we're going to talk about what it's going to feel like. Now we factor in the temperatures and the humidity. The temperatures and the humidity is, of course, what we consider the heat index or the feels like temperature. When you have very dry air masses, say out in Phoenix, for example, they get to 110 degrees, 105, 110 degrees, very low humidity. So it doesn't feel too much hotter than what the actual air temperature is. Once you factor in humidity and just the moistness to the air doesn't allow the sweat on your body to evaporate as quickly. And essentially what that does is it keeps your body warmer and it gives you a better chance of, having heat related issues. So tomorrow it's going to feel pretty hot. I mean, we are talking temperatures that are going to feel like upwards of 95 to 98 and even 100 degrees as we head to the daytime tomorrow. And that is especially in the southern part of the state. But even areas, once you get to central Maine, we are still talking temperatures that will feel like the low to mid 90s. Then Monday, you notice the coastline, not too bad. Portland, it's going to feel like 83 degrees. That's a beautiful beach day. Wiscasset, Rockland might not even feel like the 80-degree mark. Tuesday, there's going to be a sea breeze that develops, and all of the computer models are showing much cooler temperatures on the coastline on Monday compared to areas inland. So if you have the day off, maybe it's a great day to head to the beach, and it's an excuse to get to the beach on Monday. It's going to be on the cooler side, and of course, you have the ocean to cool you off if needed, but it's going to be hot inland. I want to affirm that if you're in Freiburg, if you're in, areas away from the water, in southern Maine, you are talking temperatures that are going to once again feel like the mid 90s. Then we get to Tuesday. Yeah. This is what it's going to feel like on Tuesday. These numbers may be a couple degrees too high in some spots, I think, but you get the idea. Tuesday is not going to be a good day to get outside. Tuesday is going to be one of those days you want to be inside as long as you can, because we are talking dew points and actual air temperatures that are going to make the heat index feel over 100 degrees. That's why we have that extreme heat watch. In effect, that's either going to be downgraded to a heat advisory, which I don't think it will, or it's going to be upgraded to an extreme heat warning as we head through probably the daytime tomorrow. I would say by tomorrow at this time, we have the answer to what the National Weather Service is calling. They could expand where the extreme heat warning, is, and some areas will be in heat advisory material. We'll talk more about that in the next day or so. But yeah, you're talking heat index values that are going to be between 100 and 105 for many areas. So it's going to be very, very hot, very hazy, very humid for the day on Tuesday. So just please keep that in mind. That is going to be the hottest day of the week. Then a cold front passes through. We may even see a quick thunderstorm later Tuesday evening. I think that's associated with the cold front that is going to eventually bring us lower humidity, and we are talking a much nicer day and a cooler, less humid day on Wednesday. Temperatures are going to run in the low to mid 80s, maybe some mid to upper 80s in the areas inland. But yeah, that's a cooler day compared to what we will be seeing on Tuesday, because we're going to see the low humidity, but also not only the lower humidity, we're also going to be seeing temperatures that will run in the 80s as compared to 95 to 100 degrees. Then some showers roll through for Thursday and Friday. Looks like that will kind of move on out of here. We are going to see cooler temperatures along with that, more seasonable temperatures compared to what we are going to be dealing with as we head through the next couple days. So let me, really only another comment. Gina. Yes, great point, Gina. Certainly want to pay attention to the pets, of course, maybe the thick furred pets too, your dogs. Just make sure that they have plenty of water for, I'm not even going to say just Tuesday. I'm talking the next couple days. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid the next couple days. Again, if you're for areas along the coastline on Tuesday, on Monday, it's going to be a little bit cooler, but overall, it is going to be certainly hot the next couple days, but Tuesday looks to be like the real hottest day of the week. So just keep that in mind if you do have plans for the next couple days. Just stay cool and, of course, drink plenty of water. You certainly do not want to have any issues because of the heat, especially if you work outdoors. Tuesday does not look like a nice day to be outdoors. So, all right, we are going to be on at 10 o'clock. I hope you guys can join us 10 and 11 o'clock, Fox and CBS. I'll continue to go into more details with this, and I hope you guys can join me there. Otherwise, have a great Sunday. Stay cool over the next couple days. All right, see you guys.